Hello, everybody. Look at our top headlines this Friday afternoon. A woman is arrested for child abuse. A road in Mobile is back open ahead of schedule. And find out where you can take your unused prescriptions this weekend. All of that and more is coming up on News 5 Now.
Brought to you by Green and Phillips Injury Lawyers. Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. News 5 Now starts right now.
Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Friday. I've been off all week until today, so sorry I missed you guys on Tuesday, but I'm back today filling in for Akivia McFarland. So I'm glad to be here. TGIF, if you've been here all week, So, all right. Are you guys ready? Let's go ahead and get into our big stories of the day. Number 5, a federal judge has paused a lawsuit over whether those who use medical marijuana in Florida can be barred from owning guns. A judge ruled to put the case on hold for the time being until the Supreme Court decides whether a law prohibiting drug users having guns violates the Second Amendment. Under federal law, having marijuana is illegal, and anyone who unlawfully uses controlled substances is not allowed to have a gun. But an amendment to the Florida Constitution allows people to buy medical marijuana if they have a prescription. The Supreme Court said earlier this week justices will take up a case from Texas that focuses on the federal law. Number 4, crews are now tearing down a building that has stood in downtown Fairhope for more than 100 years. Today, work began to demolish the old Fairhope hardware store at the corner of Fairhope Avenue and North Church Street. Since the hardware store closed in 2018, the building has remained empty, and over time, the structure was deemed unsafe. The building is also home to a popular, colorful mural painted by a Fairhope artist. Earlier this month, Fairhope residents gathered to say a final farewell to the piece of art. It's a bittersweet feeling for some residents, but many are excited to see what's coming next. Number 3, if you have old unused prescription medications, you can get rid of them safely this weekend. Mobile Police Headquarters is the place to be tomorrow to get rid of your pills in your cabinet that you no longer need. The department is collecting medication as part of the National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. You can go to MPD Headquarters on Government Boulevard from 10 until 2. Number 2, a popular cut-through for drivers in Mobile has been reopened. The city announced this morning Figpen Drive behind Cottage Hill Baptist Church is once again open to traffic 4 days ahead of schedule. The road has been closed for the past 10 days as part of a traffic study. Many people who live in the area were upset by the closure, which forced some drivers to make dangerous left-hand turns onto Cottage Hill Road. And number 1, a local woman is accused of abusing her child in a store. 36-year-old Cynthia Jackson is charged with willful abuse of a child. Police in Robertsdale say she struck her child more than a dozen times while inside a Dollar General. A judge set her bond today at $25,000. And that, my friends, is a look at our top stories this Friday afternoon. All right, guys. Well, I know you guys love to comment what you think on our question of the day. So our question of the day today is, A.J. McCarron is running for Alabama Lieutenant Governor. What are your thoughts? All right, let's see. Raymond says, playing football doesn't make you a politician. Mike says, an Auburn coach running for governor and an Alabama quarterback running for lieutenant governor. The big house divided. Grace says, let's go make Alabama Christian again. Michael says, the football to politics pipeline is starting to get out of hand. Craig says, why not? We have a football coach as a senator. Steve wants to know what makes him qualified. Teresa says he will likely win. Personally, she doesn't know that he has enough experience in the business working environment to be qualified. She will support him if he wins. And she said she always votes for the person that she thinks can do the best job. Mike says it's better than another attorney running. Kimberly says he hasn't voted in Alabama ever. He just registered on the 20th. Now, again, these are comments from you guys. This is not, like, WKRG is not saying this. I don't know if he's voted in Alabama. I'm just relaying comments. A bunch of people are asking what experience he has. Ivana said he led the Crimson Tide to 2 championships. Why not the state of Alabama? All right, guys. Well, there are so many comments. Thank you for answering that question of the day and taking part in that. 266 comments to be correct. So if you want to read all the comments, you can go to that post on our Facebook page on WKRG. All right, now let's get into the poll of the day. And let me tell you, this poll is one I can get behind. It's, what is your favorite ice cream flavor out of chocolate or vanilla? 51% say chocolate, 49% or 47% say vanilla, and 2% say neither. I'm gotta tell y'all, I'm a vanilla kind of gal. I'm always have been and always will like vanilla ice cream more than chocolate. I don't know. I just like it. People call me plain. Whatever. Vanilla, you can put more toppings on, I feel like. Like, it's like a plain, like, it's just vanilla ice cream, so you can add different toppings. I feel like chocolate, you kind of, in my mind, the way my mind works is you have to add, like, chocolate toppings to chocolate. Like, you can't add, like, gummy bears and stuff to chocolate because that just makes it weird. My opinion, I know, most of the time people think I'm wrong, so. But thank you guys for voting in our poll. If you know me, you know that I always give you a little bit of homework. So what you're going to want to do is go to our Facebook page if you're not already there. If you're on the website, go to our Facebook page. And you're going to want to comment on our next question, which is, what is your favorite fair ride? And our next poll that you're going to be voting on is, are you excited for the last season of Stranger Things? I will tell you guys this. I am a tilt-a-whirl kind of gal. My boyfriend and I went to the fair last year, and I rode the tilt-a-whirl like 50 times in a row. And you know what? I like being a kid at heart. I like doing things that made me happy as a kid, and the tilt-a-whirl made me happy as a kid, and it makes me happy now, and it doesn't make me feel like I'm going to throw up. So that's my answer. I can't wait to see what you guys have to say. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and we will see you right back here Monday at 8:05. All right, guys. Have a good weekend.
Covering news from your neighborhood and around the world. You are watching News 5 Now, brought to you by Green & Phillips Injury Lawyers.
In the courtroom, the judge knows best, and this judge does too. If you've been hurt in a wreck, you need a law firm that knows the system and how it works. I'm attorney David Green. Call or come by anytime. You never need an appointment.